Well, I know some people out there said that the demand to see Caitlin Clark was not going to be what it was last year, right?
The fact that 4,400 tickets sold out in 30 minutes contradicts the statement that Caitlin Clark's fame was only a bubble that would burst. You may assume that these are regular season games or playoffs, but these are actually preseason tickets, as 15,000 seats were sold out before the general public could even click buy. The figures don't lie, and the detractors are in complete disarray at the moment, while other WNBA stars are fighting to fill the 1,000-seat gems. Additionally, for additional updates, subscribe to Hop Heroine.
But it doesn't seem like that situation has done a damn thing for her popularity at all. All right, because tickets went on sale for the preseason game against the Brazilian national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena. They sold out in 45 minutes, folks.
Remember how the experts predicted that Caitlin Clark's fame would wane and that the excitement around her would only continue temporarily? Well, what transpired last Thursday totally upended that theory in the most spectacular manner imaginable.
Tickets for the Indiana Fever game Carver Hawkeye Arena sold out in, oh, wait a minute, it's been updated. Half an hour on Thursday before the general public got a chance to get their hands on them.
Let's examine the specific events that transpired when tickets for the Indiana Fever versus Brazilian national team preseason game at Carver Hawk Arena went on sale at precisely 9 o'clock a.m. By 9:36 a.m., the virtual ticket booths were open. Only 36 minutes later, all 15,000 tickets had been claimed, disappearing in less time than it takes to watch one basketball quarter.
The Indiana Fever will take on the Brazilian national team for the exhibition game at Caitlin Clark's old stomping grounds. Pre-sale tickets went on sale at 9 a.m. Thursday. By 9:36, the game was sold out, according to a spokesperson for Iowa's women's basketball team.
However, during the exclusive pre-sale period, the entire arena was cleared out and only elite donors and season ticket holders. We're talking about the Iowa women's basketball season ticket holders and IE club level donors had access. This means that the general public never even had a chance to purchase any of these tickets.
A total of 15,000 tickets were sold. Pre-sale tickets were only available to Kinnick Society Gold and iClub level donors and Iowa women's basketball season ticket holders.
Consider this for a moment. This was a preseason warm-up game, not a championship or playoff matchup where you would anticipate this kind of frenzy. Teams are still figuring out rotations, and players are just learning the ropes, but 15,000 people fought for those tickets like they were the last lifeboat on the Titanic.
I would say there were 15,000 tickets. Obviously, I think Iowa season ticket holders got first dibs, which is right if they did. And then you're looking at a situation where basically no Fever fans got them. It's a preseason game. This is a preseason game, and it's sold out in about 10 seconds. Like, there was a 10% chance if you tried to buy them, you could get them, which is mad.
And those fortunate few who were able to purchase tickets instantly realized they had gold, pure gold, and they hit the resale market faster than a Caitlin Clark Transition 3. If you think that's insane, wait until you see what happened next. The prices they're asking are incredible.
All right, so $557 is the lowest one available through Vivid Seats. Ticket City, all right? Ticket City, I sorted this by lowest to start. $617.
Currently, the cheapest seats for this preseason spectacle, not even a regular season game, start at $557, which is more than some NBA playoff tickets. However, if you want the premium seats and the courtside experience, where you might get a close-up look at Clark's iconic null poses, you better have an extra $1,500 lying around, because that's what those tickets are selling for.
The highest one, also sideline B, $4,457. Damn. That's crazy. So we got two places. So anywhere from $557 to 40, basically, let's just call it $4,500. to $4,500 for a preseason game.
Can you imagine that seeing a preseason women's basketball game costs $1,500? These are the highest prices in the history of women's basketball, not for Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, or Case Parker, or anybody else you know.
No, a lot of people are saying they need to move this to a stadium because there's no doubt in Iowa, if you move this to a stadium, it would be sold out.
Fans are willing to pay more than many people spend on their monthly mortgage simply to be in the building for a practice game. And the demand is so great that it's making us reevaluate everything we thought we knew about the economics of women's basketball.
Pretty crazy that it sold out in just over 30 minutes, not even to the general public, kind of like her Wilson basketball selling out before it was announced to the general public. Everything Caitlin Clark touches turns to gold.
Have you ever noticed what happens when a rock star is dropped into an independent coffee shop? That's essentially what Caitlin Clark is doing to the WNBA at the moment, with thousands of fans vying for 1,500 tickets to watch her play. Let's look at what happens when other WNBA stars take the court. The contrast is not only unexpected, it's shocking.
Asia Wilson, is anybody paying $4,500 to get into one of your Angel Reese? Inquiring minds want to know. Is anybody paying that kind of money to get in your games?
Consider this for a moment. Even though the Washington Mystics claim to have sold out all of their home games last season, they still finished third to last in the league's attendance rankings. Let's not forget that they're packing one of the smallest venues in professional sports and still near the bottom of the attendance chart. The arena where they play is only big enough to accommodate 1,000 to 100 fans, which is smaller than many high school gymnasiums across America.
$57 is the lowest one available through Vivid Seats. Ticket City, all right? Ticket City, I sorted this by lowest to start. $617. Well, let me just scroll down here. The highest one, also sideline B, $4,457. Damn. That's crazy. So we got two places. So anywhere from $557 to basically, let's just call it $4,500 to $4,500 for a preseason game. What are we talking about here? Asia Wilson, is anybody paying $4,500 to get into one of your Angel Reese? Inquiring minds want to know. Is anybody paying that kind of money to get in your games? I don't believe that's happening. So this got announced. Man, the Mystics owner is not afraid of money. Now, is she? Oh, no, no comment. Nothing to see here. Please move along. Indiana Fever 2025 road games at Mystics moved to Baltimore. All right. Indiana Fever's May 28th and September 7th road games at the Washington Mystics, originally scheduled to be played at the Entertainment and Sports Arena in Washington, D.C., has been moved to the CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore. It was announced today. So I did a little research. I was like, oh, I wonder what the differences are here, right? Here we go. This is the difference. The Mystics play in the Entertainment and Sports Arena, which has a capacity of 4,200. The team sold out all of its home games last year, but was still third to last in the league's attendance. There's an appetite in D.C. for more Mystics, even if the team is poised for a rebuild.
Yet they're not alone. The Atlanta Dream are in a similar predicament. These are venues that could fit inside a typical Walmart with space left over, not Madison Square Garden, which has a capacity of only 3,800 seats. When they proudly announce sellouts, they're talking about a crowd that would get lost in the same arena Clark just filled 3 times over.
I mean, 4,200 is third to last. This is the same shit that the Atlanta Dream pull, all right? Because they sell out all their home games with a capacity of 3,800 fans, and then they brag about it. And you're like, but that's not Any fans? Question mark? By the way, they have to move their games for Caitlin Clark too.
This is where things start to get really interesting. Have you noticed that nobody, is paying nearly $4,500 to see Angel Reese or AJ Wilson play in a preseason game, regular season games, or even playoff games? These are real stars with real talent, but they aren't contributing even a small portion of the economic upheaval that Clark is causing.